Hey there, Lowell with GamerGuides.com reporting in to show you how to get Maelle's best weapon in Clair Obscur Expedition 33 as quickly as possible, and what to do if you missed your chance to grab it. This guide is largely spoiler-free, though it does mention the surprise opponent you go up against in the Gestural Arena during the main story. Anyway, Maelle's best weapon, at least until you reach Act 3, is called Medallum. As you likely know, Maelle has 4 stances she cycles between in battle: Stanceless, Offensive, Defensive, and Virtuose. Virtuose offers an incredible 200% damage boost, but it typically requires several steps to trigger. Medallum, while having lower attack than other weapons, automatically starts Maelle in Virtuose. Combined with skills like Mezzo Forte and Floret Flurry, you can keep Maelle in Virtuose for entire battles. You can first get Medallum when you reach the Gestural Village in Act 1. During the story, you have to take on the Gestural Arena, fighting Bertrand Big Hands, Dominic Giant Feet, and Matthew the Colossus before taking on the mysterious stranger who turns out to be a 4th expedition member, CL. If you beat CL with Gustave Lune Maelle, or even let CL win, you'll obtain a special weapon for that character. If you fail, don't be afraid to load an old save and try again. Medallum is much better than the other weapons on offer. Sakaram for Gustave, which you can find elsewhere in Gestural Village, and the same goes for Lune's Trebuchin. CL, on the other hand, gets a pretty decent Hevasun. However, if you already beat the arena with another character and can't reload, you can go chat with Golgra in her hut near the entrance to Gestural Village. Challenge her to a fight with Maelle, and she'll reward you with Medallum, or an upgrade to Medallum. Golgra is quite difficult, however, and she seems to scale with your levels, so don't be afraid to bump the difficulty down to story. There are a couple other places to get Medallum, but it's not until Act 3. I won't spoil these locations in this video. However, I'll leave a link in the description to our Gamer Guides article that details all weapon locations if you're curious. With Medallum equipped, Maelle is sorted until Act 3. Medallum scales primarily off defense, but I recommend putting points into might and agility while using this weapon, as those 2 stats are much more valuable. Either way, you'll be hitting the 9,999 damage cap before long more often than not. Still, it's not a bad idea to have the Spark and Swift Stride skills equipped to Maelle so you can get back into Virtuose stance if you slip out of it, as Medallum is mediocre when in offensive or defensive stance. Much later in Act 3, you can obtain a couple different better weapons that I won't spoil here. And that's all you need to know about Maelle's best weapon in Clair Obscur Expedition 33. For more guides, make sure to like and maybe even subscribe to Gamer Guide so we can continue fulfilling all your gaming needs.